Good evening, distinguished faculty and dear participants. Welcome back to the second day of our online workshop on mediation and moderation analysis using SPSS and process macro. We had a fantastic informative session yesterday. It is an honor to welcome back our esteemed resource person, Professor Dr. Antony Joseph K., to lead us through today's session. Sir, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Anna. Let me make the presentation. Hope you can see my slide. Anna, is it visible?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay. So, today I would like to begin from the simplest model, that is model number 4, simple mediation analysis, where there is one mediator, one independent variable, and one dependent variable. So I would like to tell you what are the variables. Independent variable for the analysis is financial socialization, which was explained yesterday. And the dependent variable Y is the financial well-being. And financial self-efficacy is the mediating variable. Here we don't have any moderator. So there are three variables. See, you have to visualize, as the researchers, you have to visualize the relationship between the variables. Your visualization should be based on the theory already available, or if the subject is actually contemporary in nature, you should have your logical reason for establishing the relationship between the variables. Always remember that. So here, we believe that financial socialization received by women during their childhood can influence their financial well-being when they became grown up. And their financial self-efficacy can mediate the relationship between financial socialization and financial well-being. That means we propose two different types of relationships. One is a direct relationship between financial socialization and financial well-being, and the other is an indirect relationship between financial socialization and financial well-being through financial self-efficacy. Through financial self-efficacy is the indirect relationship. So let us go back to the data set and test this. Okay. This is the data set. As I have already told, first task is to go to analyze, then come to regression, then come to process, click on it. You will get a dialog box like this. Now we have to enter the dependent variable, independent variable, and the mediator. Okay. Our dependent variable is financial well-being. So financial well-being is selected and it is brought to Y variable. Our X variable is financial socialization. It is taken to X variable cell. And our mediator is financial self-efficacy. So it is taken to a mediator column. Always remember, now we are doing model number 4. So in the model number cell, you have to make changes, otherwise it will not operate. Always remember that we are doing model number 4. Okay, so we have options. Click on options. Show total effect model. This is applicable only for 4, 6, 80, 81 and so on. Now we are doing model number 4. Okay. And we are using continuous variable. Click on continuous variable. Or you remember, all the 3 variables which are used for model number 4 should be continuous in nature. Continuous in nature means the scale in nature in SPSS. Always remember, you can actually, even if your data is ordinal in nature, there is a provision in SPSS for converting the data into continuous by taking the standardized Z values. You have studied about the Z transformation. Through Z transformation, you can actually convert ordinal data into continuous data. But always remember, you have to use only continuous variable or continuous data for doing model number 4. So scale data is taken, only continuous variable. Actually, there is no question of moderation here. You don't want to click on Johnson-Neyman. Johnson-Neyman is actually used when there is moderation. Here there is only one mediation. So we click on continue. Now click on OK. You always remember, look at the number of bootstrap samples. It is 5,000. You can see 5,000. That means whatever be the sample size of the data set we are using, that sample size is bootstrapped into 5,000. Okay, it is inflated to 5,000 through a scientific process. There is a provision for changing this. Okay, this 5,000 is enough. So click OK. Wait for some time. It will take some time. Okay, see. First of all, you have to look at this part. That is, that explains model number. You have to look at it. Actually, we are trying to do model number 4, and the actual model applied is also for model number 4. And what are the dependent variables? What is the dependent variable? Y is financial well-being, and independent variable is socialization, and mediator is self-efficacy. So we are ensuring whether the variables are correct. Now, first of all, we have to look at the first result. There are different tables. You should be very careful. First of all, we are taking the relationship between, or considering the relationship between socialization. Here you can see socialization, that is the independent variable, and the dependent variable or the outcome variable is self-efficacy. What is this self-efficacy? Self-efficacy is the mediator. So first of all, we are testing whether the effect of socialization, that is independent variable, on the mediator is significant or not. That's the first task. So you look at the model summary. We have R, that is 0.4308, And we have R square 0.1856, and you can look at the p-value, that is 0.000. The statistic which is more interesting to a researcher is the R square. R square is 0.1856. That means 18.56% of changes in the dependent variable. Here the dependent variable, in this case the dependent variable is the mediator, that is self-efficacy. That means 18.56% of the changes in self-efficacy is on account of changes in financial socialization. That is something great. That is true also because the p-value is less than 0.05. Participants, please. Do you have some doubt about this? Anyone having some sort of doubt at any point of time can speak. Okay. The significance value is 0.00 means which is less than 0.05. So this R and R square are significant. Now look at the independent variable socialization. Its coefficient is 0.3828. The coefficient is 0.3828, and you look at the p-value. P-value is 0.000. That means socialization is significantly influencing the self-efficacy. Okay, since we have p-value, you don't want to look at the lower limit confidence interval and upper level confidence interval. We have ready significance value, that is p-value. Okay, that means first of all we have some matter to describe, that is the relationship between the independent variable and the mediator. That's written. That's the first step. Okay, you have to report this R square p-value here, and you have to report the coefficient value of then. Now we are moving on to the next part of the table. Okay, here outcome variable is financial well-being. That's the dependent variable becomes the outcome variable. We have two independent variables here, socialization and self-efficacy. See, remember, we are considering the case step by step. The first step is considering the relationship between the independent variable and the mediator. Second step is considering considering socialization and self-efficacy. That is, mediator is also considered as an independent variable, and then the effect of that on financial well-being, that is dependent variable, is tested. Okay, so this R and R square, look at R and R square. R square is 0.3688. That means financial socialization and financial self-efficacy or efficacy has 36.88% impact or effect on the financial well-being of women in Kerala. That is true because the p-value is less than 0.05. Okay. Now look at the coefficients with respect to socialization and self-efficacy. Coefficient with respect to socialization is 0.2788, and in case of self-efficacy it is 0.38. So when both the variables are concerned, self-efficacy is having more effect on the financial well-being, and you can look at the p-value. P-value with respect to socialization and the self-efficacy are significant because the p-values are less than 0.05. They are actually absolutely zero. Okay. So two steps are all. Now we are moving on to the third step. See, this actually shows the mediation effect. That is, this path is from independent variable to mediator to dependent variable. Okay, if you have the diagram with you, when I'm showing the diagram, you have to write the diagram in your book. And when I say the path, you look at it so that it will be easy for you to understand. Okay. Here we are actually testing the total effect or the effect of socialization on financial well-being through the mediator, that is through financial self-efficacy. The R value is 0.4929, R square is 0.2430. It is significant. And socialization, the coefficient with respect to socialization here is 0.4247. See, you look at the first table. There was a coefficient. There was a coefficient for socialization. Here the coefficient is 0.4247. You look at the first coefficient. First coefficient, the p-value, the coefficient value was 0.38. Now the coefficient has increased. That means there is a cumulative effect for the financial self-efficacy. Okay. Now we have to look at the total effect, direct effect, and indirect effect. Total effect, direct effect, and indirect effect. Total effect, here 0.4247. The p-value is 0.000. That means the total effect is significant. Direct effect means socialization to financial well-being. Effect is 0.2788. Direct effect is 0.2788. Here also the p-value is less than 0.05. Less than 0.05. Okay. Here p-value is less than is absolutely 0.000. And what about indirect effect? As far as indirect effect is concerned, you will not get the probability value, p-value. You are expected to look at the bootstrapped lower level confidence interval and bootstrapped upper level confidence interval. Okay? Lower level confidence interval is 0.0982 and upper level confidence is 0.2008. There is no zero in between LLCI and ULCI. When there is no zero in between LLCI and ULCI, the effect, the indirect effect is also significant. So now you have to see all. What about the total effect? Total effect is significant. What about the direct effect? Direct effect is also significant. What about indirect effect? That is also significant. That means the mediation is partial in nature. The mediation is partial in nature. Now, mediation can be partial or total. When all the effects are significant, mediation becomes partial. Okay. So that's all about model number 4. Model number 4 is the most simplest mediation analysis, that is mediation with only one variable. I hope you have you got the idea. So participants, please, if you have some query regarding this, you can raise it now. We can use 2-3 minutes for that. If no query, I will proceed to the next model. Okay, since all the participants are keeping quiet, I would like to move to model number 5. Model number 5. Yesterday we have tried for it. We have done something, but I was not in a position to complete it because of the positive time. See, here we have an independent variable called X, which is again financial socialization. We have a dependent variable called Y, which is financial well-being. We have a mediating variable, which is financial self-efficacy. And we have a moderating variable called W, which is gender equality. Okay. When you have a mediator and you want to test the moderating effect of a particular variable in the relationship between the independent and dependent variable, you have to choose model number 5. Okay. Model number 5. So let me do it. Go to analyze. Then come to regression. Then come to process. Here the dependent variable is financial well-being, independent variable is socialization, and mediator is self-efficacy. Okay. Now we have to add one more variable, that is the W or moderator, gender equality. Okay, it is labeled as W. Model number is 5. Always remember to change the model number. Options. Whenever you do a moderation analysis, you have to click on this, that is generate code for visualizing interaction. Only continuous variables are applied. Then plus or minus 1 standard deviation is taken. Johnson name and output is essential. So click on continue. Before that, you look at actually the total effect. You don't want to click on it. Continue. Then give OK. Okay, the output is ready. You look here. Model number 5. Dependent variable is financial well-being. Independent variable is socialization. Mediator is self-efficacy. And W, that is moderator, is gender equality. Okay. So first of all, I hope you have the model with you. You have drawn the model in your book. If it is the case, you will be able to identify how to proceed. Okay, the outcome variable is financial self-efficacy. Financial self-efficacy is the mediator. That is, first of all, we are testing the effect of independent variable on the mediator. So independent variable is socialization and the mediator is self-efficacy. The R is 0.43, R square is 0.1856. That means we have already seen this. The significance value is 0.000. Here also the socialization, here also p-value is significant. That means the effect of socialization on self-efficacy is significant. Okay. Now we have to proceed to the next. The outcome variable here is financial well-being. independent variable, socialization, self-efficacy, then the moderating variable, gender equality is taken, and the interaction is also taken. Interaction is also taken. Interaction means actually we are connecting socialization with gender equality. So interaction means socialization into gender equality. The values of socialization is multiplied with the values of gender equality. You have the numerical values regarding socialization with respect to all the respondents, and you have similar values with respect to gender equality. You multiply both, the product will be the interaction. Okay, so you look at the p-values. Look at the p-values. With respect to socialization, p-value is 0.000. With respect to self-efficacy also, p-value is 0.000. Then, okay. And with respect to gender equality also, p-value is 0.000. That means all these are significant. And interaction also is significant because the value is 0.0065. 0065 is less than 0.05. So all the variables are having significant impact on or significant effect on the financial well-being. Okay. Now we have to see another thing. Test of highest order unconditional interaction. That is x into w. Here you can see x into w. X is the independent variable, w is the moderating variable. The effect of that. Effect is 0.0093. 0093. R square change is very little, very little. But the p-value is less than 0.05. That means the moderation effect is significant. We have to look at the conditional effects of the focal predictor at the values of the moderator. Moderator is gender equality. You can see three different values here. Minus 0.9276. That is the least value of the gender equality. Actually, one least value, 0, and the highest value are taken. Then what should be the effect of the mediator, the moderator on the dependent variable? That's what we are testing. See, when the gender equality was very little or very less, the effect was 0.3537. But on the other hand, when the value of gender equality is increased to 0, actually minus 0.92 is less than 0. So when the value of gender equality is increased to 0, the effect is reduced to 0.2846. You have to look at the difference. 0.3537 is reduced to 0.2846 when the value of gender equality is increased. When if we are increasing the value of gender equality, then again the effect is reducing. That means at higher level of gender equality, the moderating effect of gender equality is less. At higher level of gender equality, its moderating power is less. See, you can see this one. This is very important. You look at this is actually different possible values of gender equality. least values are given, minus 0.9650, minus 0.7746, means the values of gender equality is actually increased, and it comes to 2.0350. Okay, we are testing the effect of the moderating effect of gender equality at different levels, at its different levels. See, the when it was at the minimum level, the effect was 0.43. When it is increased, 1 - 1 - 1.77, the effect is decreased. See here, the values are going down. The values are going down when the value of gender equality is increased. That means gender equality has more moderating power when the value of gender equality is less. When value of gender equality is less, it has more moderating power in the relationship between financial socialization and financial well-being. Okay, that's the meaning. But the thing is that if you look at these p-values, all the p-values here are less than 0.05. That's a beautiful finding actually. That means at any level of gender equality, it can have significant effect, moderating effect on financial socialization. It can have significant moderating effect at any level. But the effect is going down, but at any level, gender equality has strong power to moderate socialization in the relationship between socialization and financial well-being. Okay, so the effect of focal power, focal predictor, effect of the focal predictor is significant at any level. Okay, now see this. I was not in a position to explain or how this is to be used. See, we can draw a chart with the help of this. For that, we have to take copy of it. You have to write it down. Take copy of it. Then minimize this and go to the file of original SPSS. I hope you are writing down. Then go to new and then go to syntax. Okay, file, new, syntax. Click on it. You paste the copied data. Then you have to select this. And then you have to run it. Okay. Here you can't see anything. You have to look at the output file. Here we have the output file. At the end of the output file, we have this. See, actually by looking at the graph diagram, we are not able to understand exactly what it is. For that, for a better understanding, you have to take a copy of it. And take a Word file. Okay. In original file, I have created a Word file. I hope you can see now. Okay. Paste it. Now you can see the diagram here. So by using the insert options, you have to connect the dots. Connecting the three dots. Okay, we have to change the color. Actually, this is blue. We want something different because there is one more blue. Okay. You can change it. Making it more visible, you can. Okay. See. Then take another one. It's actually blue. Okay. Select the blue one. Oh, sorry. See. This is actually green. Huh? Apply the weight. Okay. Then for the third one, third one is blue. See this? This is actually the all y-axis shows financial well-being, and or x-axis shows socialization. This part shows gender. See this? While looking at the graph, you can see the slope of all the three lines are not similar. The slopes are not similar. Take the first one. It is almost flat. The slope actually determines how much effect a particular variable is having. How much effect a particular variable is having on the other variable. So when a particular line is flat, that means the moderating effect is less. See this green? That represents the second one. That is the second level of financial gender equality. At the second level of gender equality, the slope is more as compared to the first one. And you look at the third one, the blue line, the slope is maximum in case of the third one. Third one actually shows the least level of gender equality. At least level of gender equality, the effect of moderating effect of gender equality is the highest. In the relationship between socialization and financial well-being, the moderating effect of gender equality is more when or at the least level of gender equality. Okay, this is the way in which you have to show. So the process adopted by us in doing this exercise should be learned with care. That's very important. It's not so easy. You have to be very careful. I will show you once again with another model. This model is very important. Model number 7 is very important. Okay. So moving on. So I would like to tell you, I would like to show you one more. Taking some other variable, a regression, process. So here the self-efficacy, I would like to remove self-efficacy from the mediator. I would like to take financial behavior as the mediator. Behavior as the mediator in between financial well-being and socialization. So let's look. The moderator is same. We can see how the graph is being drawn, how the effect is being changed. So go to options, generate code for visualizing interaction is ticked. Only continuous variables are used. Then -1 standard deviation, mean +1 standard deviation. That means this actually we have studied +or-1 standard deviation, x bar +or-1 standard deviation. That is what -1 standard deviation, mean +1 standard deviation interpret. Okay, the Johnson-Neyman output. Continue. The model number is it actually 5? No, it's actually model number is okay, model number is 5. Okay, this is model number 5. So, okay. Okay, you can see the output. See, this is model number 5. Y is financial well-being, X is socialization, M is financial behavior, and W is gender equality. Model summary table shows the effect of socialization on financial behavior, that is the mediating variable. R is 0.57, R square is 0.33, and it is significant. You know it now. Look at socialization. The coefficient is 0.47 and p-value is 0.00. That means socialization has a significant effect on financial behavior. So one assumption regarding the mediation analysis satisfied. Now look at the data regarding financial well-being as the outcome variable and all other variables as independent variable. So we are taking socialization, financial behavior, gender equality, and interaction. Here you see interaction, the sign of interaction is negative. that has a meaning. That means negatively influencing. Negatively influencing. Okay, whatever it be, leave it. So look at the significance values. All the significance values with respect to socialization, behavior, gender equality, and interaction of socialization and gender equality all are less than 0.05. And what about the interaction? Interaction is significant. Now look at, you have heard about -1 standard deviation, +1 standard deviation. This is -1 standard deviation, that is x bar minus 1 standard deviation is minus 0.9276. This is actually 0.000, that is the mean. You always remember, we are talking from the point of view of a standard normal distribution. Standard normal distribution. In case of a standard normal distribution, the mean will be 0. Okay. And x bar plus 1 standard deviation is 0.9276. This is a least value. This is the highest value, and 0, 0 is the median value. Look here. Look here, the p-values. Look at the p-values. At the least level of gender equality, the moderating effect is significant. At the medium level of gender equality, also the moderating effect is significant. But look at the highest level, x bar plus 1 standard deviation level of gender equality, the effect is not significant because it is greater than 0.05. 0.3959, which is greater than 0.05. That means when gender equality is more equal to or more than x bar plus 1 standard deviation of gender equality, then it has no significant effect on it has no significant effect on the financial well-being. See, you can see a very interesting finding. Moderator values defining Johnson-Neyman significance region. You look here, value 0.5409, percentage below 72.92, percentage above 27.0. You can see, I shall explain it. See, look at this table. Look at this table. See, minus 1.9650 is taken as a least value of gender equality. At least level of gender equality, the effect was 0.301, and it is significant. You look here, we are reducing the value of gender equality. When we come here, it is minus 0.5650. The effect is reduced to 0.17. Here it was actually 0.3010. Now it is reduced to 0.17. Now you look here, when the gender equality, value of gender equality is increased to 2.0350, then the effect is minus 0.0682. That means there is negative. These values are actually negative. When gender equality is increased, it has a negative moderating effect. Negative moderating effect, and the effect is actually reducing. And you look at the p-values. See, at this point of time, at this point, see this value 0.5409. Here you can see 0.5409. When the value of gender equality is 0.5409, the probability is equal to 0.050. And when we are adding more value to gender equality, the p values are increasing and p value becomes insignificant. Now p value is at the next level, the p value is increased to 0.09594. That is insignificant. So this is the point where the mediator actually differentiates. If we are adding, or when the value of the moderator is increased beyond this level, that is 0.5409, the moderating effect will be insignificant. Moderating effect will be insignificant, and at the same time you can see the beta, the coefficient values will become negative at after a certain point of time. These are beautiful findings, actually very beautiful findings. So you can see, we can draw the diagram. Okay, you take this particular, copy this, or for drawing the diagram you have to copy this. Okay, remember, copy it. What will be the next step? You have to go to the original data file, go to file, go to new, go to syntax, then paste it, then again select it, and then run it. Okay, go to the output file. Okay, actually I can't see the third. Oh, okay, at the top. Okay, we can't make any change in this file, so I'm copying this. Copy this and take it to a Word file. We have a Word file. See, paste it. Okay, you see this, there is one line here. First of all, we have to draw. Okay, go to insert, connect these points. I'm not an expert in this exercise. Then okay, this is green. Okay, see this. Here you are provided with, you look at this color, gender equality. 3 different levels are there. The first one is X bar minus 0.93. That is in blue in color, the last one. X bar is taken as 0.00, so that is green in color, and X bar plus 1 standard deviation. I have given another a black color for that, which is because the original color is not visible. So this one is X bar plus 1 standard deviation, that is 0.93. That means you look at the slope. Here there is very slight slope. That means at higher level of gender equality, the effect of socialization on the interacting effect of gender, the moderating effect of gender equality on the socialization is minimum. But when we are increasing the value of gender equality, that is minus 93 become 0.00. 0.00 is the Z value, that is the mean of the distribution. So there is some more slight slope. And you look at the green line, that shows the least level of gender equality, minus X bar minus 1 standard deviation. Here the slope is more. That means the moderating effect of gender equality will be more at the lowest level of gender equality. At the lowest level of gender equality, its moderating power is more. When the value of gender equality increases, its effect is comparatively less. When it is at high, actually there is no effect at all. That's the meaning. Okay. So we have to go fast to tell some other models. Okay. Let's look at another model. See this. This is model number 6. Model number 6. In model number 6, there are 2 mediators, M1, M2. There is one independent variable and a dependent variable. Look at the variables here. As in the case of the last presentation, independent variable is financial socialization, and dependent variable is financial well-being. Mediator number 1 is financial self-efficacy, and mediator number 2 is financial behavior. Okay, no moderator here. We are going to do this. Model number 6. You want to have, when you want to have 2 different mediators. Okay. For that, you have to go to analyze, regression, process. Okay, financial well-being is the dependent variable. Socialization is the independent variable. Here we have only one moderator. We have to add one more mediator. Okay. Financial self-efficacy is another mediator. We don't have moderator in this model. This is model number 6. Okay. Then option. You don't want to click this generate code. Show total model effect. Johnson-Neyman output is not required. Okay. Because there is no moderator. Continue. Click OK. Look at the output table. Just wait. It will come. Okay, it's ready. See, this is model number 6. Dependent variable is financial well-being. Independent variable is socialization. Mediator number 1 is financial behavior. Mediator number 2 is self-efficacy. Then model summary shows R is 0.576, R square is 0.3323, and it is significant. We are familiar. Now we are familiar. All of you are familiar. The effect of socialization on behavior is significant. Mediator number 1. Effect of okay. And look at the p-value. It is 0.000 and coefficient is 0.47. Okay. So look at another. Self-efficacy is taken as the outcome variable. Socialization and financial behavior are taken as the independent variable because they are actually connected to self-efficacy. If you have the diagram with you, you can look at it. We have connected with both. Socialization is connected with self-efficacy and financial behavior is connected with self-efficacy. So the effect 0.204 and 0.3799, both these are significant. Means self-efficacy is being influenced by both these. Then take all the variables together. Socialization, financial behavior, and self-efficacy, that is 2 mediators and 1 independent variable, are taken together to determine the effect of all these variables on the financial well-being. The R is 0.72 and R square is 0.52. That means 52% change in financial well-being can be explained with the help of socialization, financial behavior, and self-efficacy. That's the meaning. And you look at the significance values. All the significance values here, 0.0195, 0.00, 0.00, all these are less than 0.05. So all the 3 variables are significantly affecting financial well-being. These are actually direct effect, not indirect effect. Now we have to see the outcome variable. Financial well-being is taken as the dependent variable. Socialization is taken as the independent variable. We are testing the total effect, direct effect, and indirect effect. So here effect is 0.42. The p-value is 0.0. So it is significant. Now we have to look at the total effect. Total effect is 0.4247. It is significant. Direct effect is 0.0811. You have already seen what is the direct effect between X and Y, but now you look at the direct effect, you can see the direct effect is now reduced. Okay, see, p-value is less than 0.05. P-value is less than 0.05. And a very interesting thing is, this is the most interesting thing. Indirect effect. Indirect effect, actually 3 different paths are given. 3 different paths of indirect effect are given. The paths are given in the analysis itself. That is socialization to financial behavior to financial well-being. If you have the diagram with you, you can now see what it is. Socialization to financial behavior to financial well-being. Whether it is significant. You look, first one, indirect effect number 1. It is effect is 0.25. The lower level confidence interval is 0.18. Upper level confidence interval is 0.32. So there is no 0 in between these 2 values. So it is significant. The second path is socialization to self-efficacy to financial well-being. Socialization to self-efficacy to financial well-being. See, the effect is 0.049. Effect is less. But the lower level confidence interval is 0.0. Both these lower level and upper level confidence intervals are positive. It is significant. You remember, when both the lower level confidence interval are either positive or negative, both of them are either positive or negative, then the path is significant. So this is second one is also significant. Now we look at the third one, that is socialization to behavior to self-efficacy to financial well-being. That's the longest path. That is, the effect is 0.04. Significant. You see, both the lower level and upper level confidence intervals are positive, though that is also significant. That means we have three different indirect effects. That is, indirect effect of socialization to well-being through financial behavior, that is significant. Effect of socialization on financial well-being through self-efficacy, that is significant. And at the same time, effect of socialization on well-being through financial behavior and financial self-efficacy to mediators, that is also significant. Okay. Okay, see, this is model number 6. We can proceed with one more model. Model number 7 also will be. Okay, see, model number 7. Some of you who are actually new to this research may think that what is the difference between model number 5 and model number 7. Model number 5 is this. There is one moderator. Here also there is one moderator, but the position of the moderator is different. That's the thing. Okay, I am changing one variable here. Okay. So X is financial socialization, Y is financial well-being, mediator is financial self-efficacy, and moderator is gender equality. This is actually a case of moderated mediation. Moderated mediation. Here there is moderation. Here there is mediation. So we are testing moderated mediation. Remember it. Model number 7 is moderated mediation. Okay. Let's do it. Analyze, regression, process. Okay. Dependent variable is financial well-being. Independent variable is socialization. Self-efficacy is the mediator. We need one moderator, that is gender equality. Okay. Option. So before that, we have to change the number of the model. It is 7. Okay. Option. We have to generate the code. When there is moderation, we have to generate code. Okay, Johnson name and output is required. Okay, continue. Now give OK. Okay. It's coming. Okay, ready. It's ready. See, model number is 7. Dependent variable is financial well-being. Independent variable is socialization. Mediator is self-efficacy, and gender equality is the moderator. First of all, we are looking at the effect of the mediating variable self-efficacy. Here, socialization, here the R square value is R is 0.47 and R square is 0.22. The model is significant. Now you see okay. See this. The moderator is taken. Effect is 0.1687. It is significant. That is, gender equality is having a significant effect on the self-efficacy. But you look at the interaction between gender equality and socialization. Effect is negative. And look at the probability value. It is 0.037. That is actually less than 0.05. So it is also significant, but it is having a negative value. No problem at all. Negative. It actually negatively influencing. That means it is negatively influencing the variable. Okay. Look at you have the p-value. It is less than 0.05. The interaction effect is very, very little. See, R square change is 0.0078. That is very little, but the p-value is less than 0.05. So it is significant. Look, as in earlier case, we have x bar plus or minus 1 standard deviation. Now we have x bar minus 1 standard deviation. These are standardized values. X bar minus 1 standard deviation is actually 0.9276. When a lower value of gender equality is taken, or at lower level of gender equality, the effect of the moderating effect of effect is 0.43. But when the higher level of gender equality is taken, moderating effects are actually reducing. At higher level of gender equality, there is no much effect, moderating effect. But all these are actually p-values are less than all the p-values at all levels of p-values. P-values are less than 0.05, so significant. See this. All the p-values are less than 0.05. That means at any level of gender equality, its moderating effect is significant. See, by using this, you can draw the diagram. I don't want to draw the diagram at present because I have shown 2 times. It is actually, we have only 9 minutes to complete the session. So we are moving on to the question session. So we have to see the direct effect, conditional indirect effect, and the total effect. Direct and indirect effect of X on Y. Direct effect of X on Y is 0.27 and it is significant. Conditional indirect effect of X on Y. You look at minus 9276. That is the X bar minus 1 standard deviation. Then last one is X bar plus 1 standard deviation. That is the lowest level and highest level. We are taking 3 levels at X bar minus 1 standard deviation. Least the third one is X bar plus 1 standard deviation. Whether these are significant, to know about this, you have to look at the lower level confidence interval and higher level confidence interval. So look at this. All the pairs are positive. That means at all levels of gender equality, uh, the moderating effects is significant. And you can see index of moderated mediation, index of moderated mediation. That is also very important. Index is minus 0.0267, minus 0.0267. That is a negative effect. And you look at the lower level confidence interval and upper level confidence interval. Lower level confidence interval is minus value and upper level confidence interval is a positive value. So in between there is a zero. So the moderated mediation is not significant. Mediation is significant, moderation is significant, but moderated mediation is not significant. That's what we have to conclude. Okay, just a minute. You have to be ready with your questions. Okay, now you can raise your questions. Please feel free to ask questions. Please, if you have some questions.
Good evening, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Rinsi here. I had a question, if I may ask. So in some of the papers, I see that people use standardized as well as unstandardized values. So as far as process is considered, is there a significant difference between using either of this, or I mean, does the result vary very significantly, or is it okay that we stick on to
okay, I
one
know.
particular?
I can understand the problem you are raising. When we are using, when we are doing mediation and moderation, it is better to use unstandardized coefficients. Many experts have the same feeling. You can, with confidence, you can report unstandardized coefficients. But if you are doing an ordinary linear regression, you have to use standardized regression in place of ordinary beta values.
Oh, okay, sir.
Okay, okay. Okay, please, participants. Princey, any other question?
No, sir, no, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay. Have you learned
The
it?
kind of effort that you're putting into making things simpler is highly appreciated. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else?
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
Uh, Sir, please excuse if I'm wrong. In
Okay.
model number 7, okay, how can we interpret if direct effect is significant, indirect effect is significant, but the moderated mediation is insignificant? So, as a beginner, how can we interpret that model in that case?
Okay. We are actually, as a researcher, I believe that in the mediated relationship between financial socialization and the financial well-being through the financial self-efficacy, gender equality is playing an important role. You remember when the level of gender equality in a family is less, girls will not get as much attention as that of boys. Are you agreeing with this? Shahana, are you agreeing with this?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes. So that's the reason behind putting this moderator. Actually, while doing the analysis, we found that the gender equality is moderating the relationship between socialization and self-efficacy. That's a finding. And self-efficacy is mediating the dependent variable financial well-being. That's another finding. But gender equality as while after using the moderating effect of gender equality in between socialization and financial self-efficacy, this gender equality do not have that much power. The moderated mediation is not significant. There is moderation. That means the moderation between financial socialization and gender equality is significantly influencing financial self-efficacy. And while taking the relationship between socialization and gender equality, this self-efficacy is playing as an important mediator. But in between gender equality, the mediator moderation effect is not so significant. That is, mediation as well as moderation is not happening. That's the interpretation. Both these are actually not happening together. That means I have already told you the mediation is significant. After mediation, after moderation, that mediation becomes insignificant, so that the moderated mediation is not significant. That's the finding.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Shana, how are you doing? Research is going well?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Doing good.
Okay. Any other question, please? Renu, do you have some question?
No, sir.
Okay. So if this is the case, you can wind up. No one is actually asking questions. You have to raise questions only when I know exactly to what extent you are learning. Okay, Sebastian sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Wind up. Today's session helped us gain a deeper understanding of the research process. It strengthened our foundation in the research methodology and prepared us to move forward with confidence. Thank you all participants for your active participation and engagement today. We look forward to meeting you all again for the next day. Once again, thank you all.
Okay, thank you, Anna. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you all for the
Thank you,
patient
sir.
listening. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.